Welcome back on the AM show. We're hosting next the West African Examinations Council and their awards for those who have distinguished themselves. Well, joining me in the studio this morning, we have the PRO for the West African Examinations Council, John Kapi, and he joins us right here. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's a pleasure to have you join the conversation today.
My pleasure, thank you.
Let me just start from the West African Examinations Council. How are you faring?
The Exams Council is doing well. We are doing well. There are, of course, a few challenges, and that is normal with every institution. So I'd say that we are doing well.
All right. So let's get right into the awards that you're going to be presenting. But tell us about the history of it, how long this has been going on. Every year we see this happen. Can you give us a bit of scope in terms of how this has been done in the past and what is happening this year?
Right. So we have what we call the WAEC Endowment Fund, which was established in 1982 when the council was 30 years old. Now, so when the endowment fund was established, it had three main objectives. The first was to establish education and development projects of international nature, so definitely beneficial to other nations. The fund also presents awards to personalities or individuals who have made significant contributions to the council. And then the third is to present awards to deserving candidates who perform very well in the council's examinations. So in 1985, the endowment fund decided to establish what they call the Excellence Awards. And the Excellence Awards are meant to present awards to candidates who have performed excellently in the council's examinations. So basically, from that period, they started to present what do you call the prizes to those who excelled in the GC O level, that is the old system. All right, and then over time, when the O level was phased out, that in 1999, they shifted on to the West African Senior School Certificate examination.
I see. Now, in terms of these awards, like I said, they are long-standing. But when you award now, are you awarding, you know, the West African setup? I mean, there was a time when there was some sort of decoupling. Correct me if I'm wrong. So are you awarding Ghanaian students for Ghana, or what shape does it take? Because there's also the West African one. Just clarify.
Right. So the exams that we conduct are of an international nature. So the awards are meant for candidates who take part in the council's international examinations. Now, despite the fact that the WAEC RISE examinations at a different time from the other countries, does not make it any different. We still maintain the international coloring of the examination. Basically, we still have the same moderators for the examination questions.
The benchmarks are the same.
Yeah, all the benchmarks are still the same. So the exams are still international in nature. Now, earlier I mentioned the Excellence Awards. So the Excellence Awards are meant for candidates from all the 5 member countries who have taken part in the examination. So in excess of about 2-point-something million candidates are put together, and then out of that we extract the top 3.
I see. And
they are the ones who win the Excellence Awards. Now, the Distinction Awards are country-specific. So what we are doing next Thursday is simply to award our own candidates from Ghana here who performed excellently in the WASC for School Candidates 2023.
So our own candidates from Ghana who have excelled, who will be representing us on the West African stage. Is that
right?
It?
So for now, the international awards have been presented. It was done during the council meeting in March in
because I think the Ghanaians,
Sierra Leone,
Ghanaians fared pretty well.
The top 3 awards were swept by the Ghanaian.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that.
So we are done with the Excellence Awards, and now we are coming to do what we call the Distinction Awards.
So are these the same people? Just curious, or it's a different set of people?
Well, they are the same people. We would award the top 3. So what happens is that the headquarters will present awards to them, and then the state of Ghana or WAEC Ghana would also present awards to them. Now, besides these 3 top awardees, we have others who are receiving awards for the various programs.
Right.
So we have, for example, the General Science Program. the general arts program, we have business, and then also the technical program. So there will be awards for these categories of people or candidates, put it that way.
So what then are the criteria for the awards, and which awards categories are we looking at?
Right, so there's a clear-cut criteria for presenting these awards. For one to qualify for the awards, you must have scored 8 A1s without any hint of impropriety. You know, there are some people who may have engaged in some form of malpractice or anything like that. So when any such thing is detected, you do not qualify to contest or to receive any such award. Now, if you look at the numbers, they are...
What if the person is cleared in the end?
Obviously, we would have finished with all our investigations before they are presented for these awards. There are a lot of background checks that we do before the awards are presented. Now, so when you look at the numbers, obviously you have, if you have over 2 million candidates, you probably will have about 1,000 who may have scored 8 A1s. And so then what does it mean? All right, so when we get to that point, what we do is that we convert their raw scores, we standardize their raw scores to what we call T-scores. So I wouldn't want to go into very deep statistics here. So what happens is that with the T-scores, you are able to calculate and then get the little differences between one candidate and the other. So it is at that point that we are able to come out with the best 3 who win the Excellence Awards.
And in terms of the awards, first, overall best?
Yeah, so we have the overall best, the second, and then the third. Yeah.
And also looking at, in terms of the impacts this has had, the impact of the awards on the awardees, on the schools, what would you say?
Well, a lot of schools who have won these awards in the past have, of course, assumed bragging rights, as it were. You know, we've had candidates from Holy Child, St. Augustine's, and Fansipim, Achimota, Presec. Now, so it's a motivation to the upcoming ones to, I mean, they get to know that there is something at the end of the tunnel. You know, you certainly would be able to win an award if you perform very well. We also realize that a lot of the people who have won these awards have, you know, gone ahead to become, you know, very important personalities in our nation and even outside. We have, I think in 2021,
I'm sure it will enhance their scholarship opportunities.
Obviously,
as well.
Yes, yes. You know, a lot of people have come on board to sponsor some of these people for their tertiary education.
So obviously, there's a benefit in there. But nationally, what would you say the perks are?
Well, the schools, you know, become the target of virtually everybody. People want their children to attend schools that are producing these best candidates. For example, St. James Seminary Second School in Sunyani has won the awards for the past 3 or so years. And so when it comes to admissions, you can be sure parents are pushing to have their children go into those schools. As a nation, we are also proud because we have people who have excelled in these examinations, and they've not gone to sleep. They've gone on to greater heights. Recently, there were awards presented in Legon, and there was one lady who swept 12 awards, George Bed Sutherland or something. She was the Excellence Award winner in 2017. So 7 years down the line, she's a medical officer, and she's still, you know, at that level. So that tells you that we have very good systems that are producing, you know, good students as well, and of course, citizens that will serve our country very well.
In terms of the awards, I'm just curious, what do you give these students?
Right, so there are sponsors who come on board. They get monetary rewards, and also we have a laptop for them. And then they are presented also to the corporate world. We have corporate institutions that are sponsoring some of the awards. And so there are some of them, when they see these awards, they get interested in the individuals. And some actually come on board, you know, to assist them even beyond whatever we are giving to them. So as a council, we would give them a cash amount, and then the sponsors also give a cash amount and a laptop for them to be able to...
How much are we looking at? I just want you to mention it so that people are motivated at that level too.
Well, for now, I don't have the figures. The headquarters will provide...
Previously, about how much have you given?
It keeps changing over the years. We have a dollar component and then a CD component. So right now, I will not be able to give any specific... I don't remember any...
But it's something they will definitely...
Certainly something that...
Be grateful for.
They'll certainly be grateful for, yeah.
Let's talk about, give us a briefing about this year's ceremony, the awards, and tell us about the total number of awards you have available.
Right, so this year we have 6 awards. So the top 3, we've already mentioned them. So we have also the award for the science program, the business program, the technical program, and then the general arts program. So this year's program would be held on the 13th of June. That's next week, Thursday. To be held at the National Theatre at 10 a.m. We are going to be live on Joy News. That is the good thing. And then our special guest of honor is the Minister of Education. Okay. We also have all the big wigs in education, as well as our representative on the WAEC Endowment Fund. These are the dignitaries who are going to grace the occasion. We've also extended invitations to a number of second cycle institutions. The idea is to bring them there to watch their colleagues receive these awards, and that should serve as a motivation. We're also bringing a few of them who are from the basic school, JHS, so to come and see what you are likely to get if you proceed to the senior high school and then give it all your best. Okay.
I'll take your final comments now, but you can also reiterate the date, time, and venue, and those will be your final words.
Right. So the date is 13th June, 2024. The time is 10 a.m. The venue is the National Theatre. We want people, those who are not able to be there, to watch Joy News, okay, because they would be able to follow the program. We also want to urge all examination candidates that it is possible to pass your examinations without cheating. Those who have won these awards, we've checked their backgrounds, and all of them have excelled from JHS all through to SHS, and now they are in the tertiary institutions. And so it is possible for you to pass your examinations without engaging in any form of examination malpractice.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kapi, for having joined the conversation. He is the Public Relations Officer of WAEC. John Kapi joined us in respect of, or in consideration of, those awards that are going to be presented in the coming days. But before we go back to the Burma camp where Green Ghana Day is happening, we invite you, we're throwing the invitation to you. Escape to Royal Cozy Hills Hotel, popularly known as Drapa Dubai. Indeed, you have seen the rest. Now it's time to see the best. Take a break from work, take a break from the south, travel up north, go to the Royal Hills Hotel, Drapa Dubai. It's the place to relax, rewind, and re-energize. It is away from the stress of the south. Now, this is what awaits you. Are you ready? 1, an unforgettable safari experience. You'll get to benefit from an amazing array of wildlife, including lions, hippopotamuses, zebras, ostriches, among many others, using spacious and well-secured game tour vehicles or using quad bikes. 2, water sports such as jet skiing, boat or canoe rides, etc. if you're a fan of, being on different water bodies. 3, various family games to keep you and your families excited every day. And 4, great tourist attractions in the Upper West region, including, if you've never been there, the Mushroom Rock, Slave Caves, and many more. So escape from the south, escape to the north, escape to the Royal Cozy Hills Hotel, Drapa Dubai, for an unforgettable safari experience. I'm sure you want to give them a call. Pick up your phone. The numbers are 0501 694 280 or 0248 844 463 for reservations or further inquiries. Well, we're also drawing your attention, all HD Plus subscribers, that starting the 13th of June 2024, SES HD Plus Ghana will provide HD channels to free-to-air TV homes at no cost. This means that all the users of the multi-TV platform will have access to HD channels without paying HD Plus subscriptions. What do you have to know? Key points to remember. 1, As of the 16th day of April 2024, no new HD Plus subscription purchases or activations will be available. Existing HD Plus decoders will receive free-to-air channels until the 13th day of June 2024. That is still to come. 2. Subscribers with active subscriptions beyond 13th June 2024 will be compensated. Such customers will be contacted by the HD Plus number 0242 439 872 from the 30th day of April. Such subscribers are encouraged to call the HD Plus number, as I've mentioned, 0242 439 872 from the 1st of June 2024. Point number 3. From the 30th of May 2024, update your HD Plus decoder to access the new free-to-air HD channels. Support will be available until the 20th of June 2024, so kindly look out for the over-the-air software and upgrade your decoder upon release of the software. Well, that's it for now. That's the bit we'll bring you. But stay with us. We'll be connecting, going back to the Burma camp for the Green Ghana Day. Stay with us. We'll be right back.